Start. Sir, huge money was minted by so-called illegal miners in different plants by exporting that, and it was allowed. Stop. How come such pervert price difference gap? Stop. The production cost is rupees 300 per ton, which may fluctuate to maximum rupees 350, and the actual final product cost is rupees 4000. Stop. But of this, the major victims are the workers. Stop. They did not get anything out of that. Stop. The localities, inhabitants, did not get anything out of that. Stop. How can that pervert situation continue? Stop. Your bill has given no solution to that. Stop. You are talking about the labor dues that it would be given priority. Stop. This is your bill, as reported by the select committee. Stop. I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister. Stop. This is your own select committee report. Stop. It is as reported by the select committee. Stop. That clause is still there. Stop. Para. Secondly, wages, bonus, gratuity, pension and provident fund will no more be the liability of the prior allottee. Stop. It will be the liability of the future allottee. Stop. This clause is there and you are telling that labor dues will be given priority. Stop. Where is it there? Stop. After the bill is passed, you are nowhere there. Stop. Some other people who are there will be operating that. Stop. Just by sound bites, you can confuse people, mislead people. Stop. You do have that right, and you are telling about labor. Stop. As on date, the coal workers have not been included in the schedule of employment. Stop. So, the government has got no right even to set their minimum wages till now, and they are thrown to the mercy of the miners only. Stop. Whatever wage they want to give, they have to accept. Stop. That is why in my amendment, I have specifically demanded the incorporation of that clause. Stop. The Coal India has already set a standard for the contract workers also. Stop. Extend that benefit and ensure that that is statutorily done. Stop. If you are telling that we will take care of it in the rules, I am afraid, it is not going to happen. Stop. What is the fate of the rules? Stop. That is already there. Stop. In the Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act, in Central Rule number 25, it is there. Stop. It says, for doing same and similar work, the contract workers will be getting the same wages as regular workers. Stop. In your own department, you giving it to the temporary workers who are there? Stop. I am sure, you are not giving it. Stop. Nowhere in the country was that applied, although they are there in the rule, not from today but from 1970. Stop. Mr. Vice Chairman, I am extremely honored that you have given me an opportunity to share my thoughts and concerns over the Coal Mines Special Provisions Bill, 2015. Stop. I, on behalf of my party, the entire state of Odisha, welcome the system of allocation of local blocks for auction, as provided in this ordinance, as we believe that this is a transparent way. Stop. Sir, I would like to point out that the state cabinet, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, had taken the decision to allocate all mineral concessions through auction by competitive bidding, even before the promulgation of this ordinance, thus becoming the first state government in this whole country to take such a policy decision. I would also like to point out that while earmarking coal blocks, the government of India should take the state governments into confidence and consider the requirement of iron and steel, aluminium and other industries and their captive power plants. Honorable Chief Minister has already discussed these issues with the Honorable Union Minister for Power and Coal, who has promised to look into these issues, and I am sure he would certainly do that. I was blessed to be a part of this select committee, and to my happiness, every single member, be it from the government side or the opposition side, everyone was wholeheartedly concerned for laborers in this sector. The government has already clarified that all the labor laws applicable to other sectors will also be applicable to this sector. Sir, I and my party believe that there is no need for any new provision. Further, I would like to mention that these coal bearing areas are mostly backward places, forested or tribal areas. So, the huge revenue which we are going to generate out of this auction should be used in the development of our brothers and sisters living in these areas. The Union government has taken a historic step in introducing a transparent auction system. Now, what we all should do is we should use this opportunity to do justice to the poor and tribal people who are living with the hope that we all are there to look after them. The government of Odisha will totally support this government in this particular issue. Sir, subsequent to the Supreme Court judgment on a PIL cancelling the previous allocations of coal mines and directing to auction in a transparent manner, this bill has come. Sir, we realize the imperative need of the bill, but the manner in which it has been brought is under dispute. First of all, sir, we do not know as to why this ordinance route was followed. It is a very important bill which everyone is concerned with. No one is against the auctioning of coal mines, which increases the income of the exchequer. While the government is so much concerned about the income of the exchequer, it should also care about the other side. That is the issue. This bill has got far-reaching ramifications. Sir, we are very much sorry to note that in the same haphazard manner in which the bill was discussed in the select committee, it is being discussed in this house. Sir, according to us, the select committee, which had to hear so many stakeholders, has not done so. It was very imperative, but due to paucity of time, the select committee proceedings were rushed through. However, I do not want to go deep into this. But, at the same time, comma, some of the suggestions, comma, which were made by the members of the select committee, comma, were not taken into consideration. Stop.